This is a Thunder Game Report.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner. The Thunder right back to work today after an emotional win over the Washington Wizards last night, that 106-105 victory. The first time ever that the Thunder had come back from at least 10 points down with as little as 4 minutes to go in a basketball game in Oklahoma City. Today, after practice, both Kevin Durant and Scott Brooks talked about what that sort of comeback can do for this team moving forward.
Kevin, will you talk about what wins like that early in the season do for this team and just the confidence knowing you guys can win the big ones late?
Well, winning cures all. I think, our attitudes coming here today, a little better. If we'd have lost that game, it would have been different. But it was good to get a win, especially the way we won last night. So we have to be better, no doubt about it. But it's a good win for us.
When the offense is, the ball's moving and things are flowing, you're getting good shots, but they're just not falling. What can you come in the next day and even work on, or do you?
No, we just stick with the same things. If we have a good game, we don't want to come in and not work out and not, do the stuff we always do because we play well. We're going to stay consistent with it. If we have a bad game, we don't want to come in and do extra work. It's just one of those things. You stick with your work and trust in it, and it starts to turn for us.
Kevin, I know it's early, but you guys are second in the league in rebounding, only team in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive rebounding. What's impressed you about what you guys have done in that area so far?
Well, man, it's a big jump from last year. Everybody's helping. Serge doing a great job, Perk, Steven, so we just got to keep it up.
Did you guys focus on that coming into the year? And if so, does it make you happy to see that you guys are able to execute on that?
Yeah, Coach told us the numbers, the record we had when we out-rebound teams, and, it was a crazy number. So, in order for us to give ourselves a chance to win, we have to out-rebound our team, our opponents, and, we've been doing a decent job. We can be a lot better, I think, but that's the best part about our team is we're just trying to grow every game.
When you talk about what you saw, Reggie got all of his points in the second half. Serge had 8 points in the fourth. Just the way they were able to come in and give you all a boost there.
Yeah, at the end of the games, everybody think I'm gonna get the ball. That's just how it is. But Reggie did a great job of using the screen and finding guys and able to draw a big to he shot that floater a few times. The big jumped up and helped, and that was gave Serge an opportunity to offensive rebound, and that helped us win the game. So. Not just Reggie and Serge. Jay Lamb stumped up big. Perry had an unbelievable game for us and was able to set me up for that last shot.
You guys got a big road trip coming up against the Clippers and Warriors. What are you telling the young guys coming into these big games?
Every game is big.
Kevin, you guys really needed a bucket kind of late in that stretch. Reggie dumps it to Serge in the post and he makes a big move. Just in his evolution, what kind of moment was that for him?
It was a big time moment because Serge, he did all the little things for us, rebounding, knocking down those open shots, and I think that's when his post game is going to start to open up. When he was just playing off everybody else, so we gave him one or two of them, and he was able to convert on them, and that was a big play he made for us, and he came through big for us all night.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, Coach, you used the word inspired play last night, but how nice is it to come into practice when your team really battled to get a win?
Feels good because we did battle. We didn't make a lot of shots early on, but we made enough shots down the stretch. But we just kept plugging away defensively, and it gave us a chance to win. That's what we build the psyche of our team on. We just fight every possession, just keep fighting until the final horn sounds. But I thought we did a good job the last 5 or 6 minutes of that fourth quarter in overtime.
Ask Kevin this, but when shots aren't falling early like that and you like the way the ball's moving, is there anything that you can come into practice and tell your guys to work on, or do you just keep doing what you're doing?
Well, just we talked about a couple of the minor details that were so important in last night's game. Just the last play of the game, we switched out and we didn't have a proper switch out. Just some of the little things that we're going to have to get better at when we play throughout an NBA season. There's going to be so many close games. I also like the fact that we didn't shoot the ball well in the first half, and other than the last couple of possessions, it was basically a tie ball game at 37-38 or right around there. But we didn't give up. We just kept fighting away and gave ourselves a chance to win the game with our defense.
When Serge is assertive like that, particularly late in the game, what does that do for this team?
Well, it gives us a another valuable piece of our offensive package. He's one of the best shooting bigs in the league. And this year he's been able to put the ball on the floor a little better than he has in the past, but that's through the work that he's put in. It just gives us another option that we like to utilize.
How big was Reggie's performance once Russ went out?
Well, when Russ went out, the team was still confident. We got a lot of confidence in Reggie because of what he's done the last season, end of the season, and then the training camp. But I thought the guys did a good job of really spreading the floor and opening up the spots for him to be able to attack and finish around the rim. And we have shooters around the floor. We felt, we're going to make some shots, and we just have to keep our spacing and keep our execution, and our shots will fall.
Back to Serge, his shots are starting to fall now, but the whole season, he's been rebounding great. I think this is the first time 6-game stretch he's averaging at least 9 rebounds in that stretch.
Yeah, we like that. We felt going into the season we can get better rebounding performance from everybody. And one of the things that we've done well in the past is we rebounded as a team defensively. So everybody chipped in. But I like what Serge has done this early part of the season. I also like his offensive rebound. We have never been a high offensive rebounding team. One is because we usually shoot the ball better than we have. So this year there's been more misses. So unfortunately that has happened. But our offensive rebounds has been increased over this past six games or so.
You guys went on that 14-4 run after Nene and Russ got ejected. Was that just coincidence, or sometimes when that sort of thing happens, can that tend to fire up guys and say, all right, let's go get this done?
Yeah, there's always moments like that in an NBA season that something can spark you to play more inspired basketball. And I thought that was a good moment for us. It wasn't what we want, but there's every now and then, when the emotions will flare up. But I thought we did a good job of controlling it, and it didn't escalate. As we know, competitive athletes, it can happen at times. But we came in. Reggie did a good job of taking over for Russell. But I thought everybody chipped in defensively when we switched to all screens. I thought it really impacted their decisions to make good offensive plays.
You mentioned the rebounding. I know it's early, but you guys are second in the league, only team in the top 10 in both categories. Is there something technique-wise or focus-wise that you're really pleased with the guys are doing?
Well, we're doing a much better job of making sure we have contact on their rebounders and not just trying to get rebounds. We're hitting first and then getting the basketball. So that has helped. Offensively, we're missing some shots, so there's more opportunities, but we're getting there and putting ourselves in a position to get those rebounds.
You guys aren't giving up a lot of points in the paint. How do you keep that but also lock down the perimeter shooting?
Well, we have to continue to do that. That's one of the things that we talked about defensively, is just continue to not get a lot of penetrations into our paint, and I think our guys are doing a good job. And even when it does get there, we're doing a good job of contesting. They're missing shots when they are in the paint. So we just have to keep focusing on our defense. We can improve on our three-point shooting defense. I think that has been a little bit of a problem so far this year.
Coach, when looking at new advanced stats the NBA is putting out there with the Sports View cameras, do y'all use that in day-to-day evaluation of players? And how much does it factor in, or is it just too small of a sample so far?
No, we use all the stats that we feel that are important to us. I don't want to get into all the details and which ones we use, but we definitely use our fair share. I can't speak for the other teams in the league, but we definitely use our fair share, and we believe in what we do, and our players understand what we do, and there's certain things that are important, and we feel that they can help us win games.
How often do you relay this information to your players, and do you
every day?
overlook?
Every day we talk to our players about all the things that are important, how we're playing, how the opponents are playing, how they're doing as a team, how we're doing individually. There's all important details of the game that we want to share with our players, but you don't want to share too much. There's a fine line of overthinking the game, but we want to make sure that they're well prepared and they're organized with all their clear thoughts, and our job is to do that, not give them too much.
We've seen Russ with that second unit, Kevin with that second unit, then Tabo with that. Is there something in particular you're looking for when you're putting one of those guys with them continually?
I think that's a great point because I think we have a team that we can mix and match our players together, and that gives us quite a bit of flexibility and creativity. And I think with Russell, he can play with the second unit because he can guard 1s and 2s, and Kevin can guard 2, 3s, and 4s, and sometimes 5s in this league. So I like mixing it around. I think it also gives me the luxury of who's playing well, and who deserves more minutes. So it's a game-to-game thing, but I think our guys have done a good job early part of the season.
So it's not something you're filling out. You're going to keep just mixing it maybe throughout the season, depending on what.
Just
working.
mixing what's working. One game it could be Tabo, one game it could be Serge with that unit. I think they're all capable of helping each other. So that's all I'm looking for is just getting a unit out there. Just try to move the scoreboard in our favor every time down the court.
Last one, Slater. With all the early season storylines, Adams, Westbrook coming back, do you feel like Kevin's steady production, is kind of being overshadowed a little bit?
Not by us. I mean, we feel that he's obviously valuable for what we do. The good thing about our approach, guys, is that we just approach it every day. If Stevens plays well, we're not going to tell him, and we're not going to share with him every day how well he's playing, because if in this league you just have to work every day, and you can't get too high on all the good moments, and you can't get too down on the moments you didn't play well. Statistically, he didn't play well, but he did a lot of good things for us yesterday. But you guys didn't want to talk about Steven last night. But that's what we just stay with what we do, and we don't get too high and we don't get too down. We just come to work every day, and I love today's practice because that's all they did. They just came back after a very tough win last night. They came back and put the work in.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach Brooks said it was a very productive day at practice today. Thunder will have one more of those as they really focus in on the Los Angeles Clippers tomorrow. Then they'll get on the jet, fly to L.A. for that game with the Clips on Wednesday night, up the coast to Golden State in Oakland on Thursday night, and then over to Milwaukee for a game on Saturday before returning home for a game on Monday night. We'll keep you updated on all of it right here at ThunderGameReport.com.